respect knowledge of medical law, because that is only going to safeguard you. And every day you may be facing, because earlier days were different. But today's scenario that we have got a population less than 35 years in our country is around 65%. And the people are very familiar with information world through Google. And that's the reason why issues are increasing in religion law. And we come across always in a situation where we are helpless many of the time because of ignorance in the law. Let me share with you one or two live cases to make you understand the importance of a golden hour. I get lots of calls across the country, around 10,000 cases of calls I must have received in 10 years of time, in which the surgeons are more affected. I got a call from one of orthopedic surgeon having a hospital at little taluka place in our country, where roadside accident patient was brought to him. With all facilities what he was having, immediately started a treatment, advised the patient for further investigation, done a primary treatment. And since this patient was brought by some bystander, they were in search of a relative and emergency surgery was needed. But there was no one to give a consent. And in such a situation, naturally, doctor proceeded because he wanted to save a life. But due to whatever the reason, patient could not be saved. And then immediately, after hour or two, relative came. They are unaware about the fact because it was a bystander who brought them. Doctors explained all detail about the same to the people who brought. The relatives were absolutely unaware about the things. Was given information by these people, the bystanders. Naturally, when information passed to some different people, always there is a lots of things which are skipped off because they are not medical people. An allegation was put on the doctor. Press, mob, he had to face everything. And then another question that what I should do in such a condition. It's not one condition. There are lots of issues are happening and newer cases are coming where the new advocates are started interpreting the laws in our country. Another case which came across to me was a case where doctor has done fracture treatment of femur where bleeding was done. And during the admission in a hospital, he has explained everything to the relative who was there with all guidelines. At midnight, the over was given to some other relative who came and patient was in anesthesia, nothing was known. All information is given to the paramedic staff taking care. But in spite of that, at night that patient, when wake up, wanted to go to washroom, taken a support of relative where he was restricted the movement. And while going to washroom, he fallen down and there was again nail got broken and allegation was put on the doctor. Now question comes to what doctor should do in such a condition because patient was under his care. Naturally, another case gets raised and just sharing to give what exactly to be done in the golden hour in 5 minutes time. But new thing which I have observed in our country, I have got 3-4 cases about, in that scenario where one orthopedic surgeon has done a fracture treatment of a radius ulna. Patient was not regularly followed to this doctor. A month later, he went to some local physician, local general practitioner who referred to some other consultant who was reoperated after 1.5 months to that particular patient and referred the same patient to the advocate. And since they could not able to find any negligence, police has not intervened, they have filed a private complaint in Indian court, and that to be shocking to us also, the section which advocate has put a doctor is 406 of IPC and 420 of IPC, I believe that none of doctors will be knowing about this. Now 406 says what? And which was admitted by the magistrate court, and doctor had to take a bail. But what this 406 of IPC says, it is a criminal breach of trust. And 420 says, keep breaking trust with a criminal intent and cheating. Cheating is the fees which doctor has taken. If this becomes a precedent in our country, it will be really difficult for our people to really practice. But if this doctor would have called to some medical legal expert or some legal expert, probably the remedies would have been given at that particular moment to that doctor and things would have been different. See, golden hour period is a very important period when it comes to the saving of a life. But in medical law, it is the saving of a life of a doctor. Rather, saving of a life in terms of reputation of a doctor. Because when such situation occurs, it is really difficult for doctor to understand. The few things which needed to be taken care at golden hour period is very important to understand. In which, as per my experience, few important things which one must know is how to handle the relative if any sudden onset has happened in your hospital during surgery or post-surgery. And the most important part is to handle the relative, how to communicate to them, how to inform, because if suddenly you inform something, it is going to be a great shock to the family. But if you use tactic by declaring same, because you got enough time, after completing your documentation, then things is altogether different. And at that particular time, you can judge how this relative are going to react in such a scenario. Once you judge that, then you can take a rescue of taking help of any administrative authority or a police authority if you are really sensing there could be a mob psychosis, you are sensing there could be any big issue can happen. So you have enough time, and while communication of these particular process, you judge a relative and their people. That becomes very important part. Another part is the documentation, which has become very, very important part in our country, because our country's law is based on Evidence Act. And evidence in the form of written has got all the power. Because judges are not a doctor. Advocates who are fighting a cases may not be a doctor. So all cases depend upon the paper documentation they have. And not only that, as per Supreme Court guidelines in Jacob Medico case, in that case when criminal implication to be followed, committee opinion or expert committee opinion is must. These experts also decide your case on your documentation. That you are negligent or you are not negligent. So that plays very important role, how to keep a document, how to record you. And I'm sure my other colleague who is going to take, Dr. Sandeep is going to highlight on record keeping. But just to highlight, every single word which you write on your document in today's scenario plays important role in country. I'll give you an example. Okay, there is a stage of recitation in OT, something has happened, patient went in cardiac arrest or whatever, and you are assisting the patient. Every drug which you write plays important role, because nowadays in our country, the judges are deciding the cases on the basis of drug interaction, side effect, contraindication, all sort of things. They have started taking consideration because advocates are presenting the same. It is not a Broadway judgment which is given. Like if growth was observed, which clear indicating edema, the question comes, why laxative injection given after 45 minutes? This is what a comment people give. Like in one case in a corporate hospital I went, where patient went in same surgery case, multi-organ went to septicemia, NMF, after road traffic accident and treatment was given by ortho and neuro. To save the life, vancomycin injection was given 3 gram BD for 7 days. Naturally at that time, no one thinks what the injections want to give a broad spectrum. When patient died, this case has gone to the court of law, or only on the basis of the doses of that particular vancomycin, which means in all the documents shown to the court, saying that maximum dosage is 1 gram BD for 5 days, and then nephrotoxic, neurotoxic effect of that particular drug was shown, case has gone against the doctor and hospital. So documentation plays very important role with the things what you write, legal advice at particular moment to handle the mob, because suddenly any people can come and one incident can create a mob. How to handle a situation by taking legal support, probably the best people can advise is the legal experts at that golden hour period when being asked. Further to that, many of the cases which our people get is of road accident. Simple case also where two-wheeler or four-wheeler accident occurred and both the parties came to with minor injury or simple injury or a minor fracture, and you treat the patient. There is a collision with these two people and they don't want to file MLC because they have been settlement done. And they say, doctor, please don't do that because we have already settled the matter. And then you don't do MLC. And 6 months later, their agreement get void and one guy goes to police station and file a case against other because they got enough time to file, and then you get a call from the police. What MLC means is a simple word, what CRP says that every citizen should inform an authority or a police if they have seen any offences happen, being a citizen of a country. And if you don't do that, the legal obligation, then it is a punishable offence. And in medical cases, since all cases come, it becomes a MLC case. And again, not only that, media handling plays very important role. In all other cases, because in our country now, immediately media comes in picture. And the most important part to our doctor is to safeguard their reputation. That's the reason why it has become very important for us to know what